Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to announce that your seatbelts may come off and you may also smoke in the cabin because YOLO. Hello everybody and welcome to another Captain Tyler video. Today we're going to be talking about LukeAirTool, this little thing right here. But I'm not going to just tell you about it. I think it'd be better if I just go ahead and show you what this thing can do. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to load up this flight right now so we can get right into it. Okay, here we are in the flight simulator. Now what I want to show you here mostly is this thing right here, the passenger sim. But before we get into that, let me show you what else this thing has to offer. We got this flat light thing, this flat thing right here, and it's in beta. I have access to that beta somewhat. I'm not able to get into the beta. That's what this video was gonna be. But anyways, I'm rambling. Enough about the beta. Over here we got our office. I believe this is also a beta thing. Kinda looks like it. But yes. Anyways, Luke over here likes to run events and there are none, but that's okay. That is okay. You can also do charts and seat plans and all that jazz. But the thing I want to check out right now is over here in the flight setup and under passenger right here. Now look at this right here. This is where all the magic happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and click search here to search for my plane, naturally the A320. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because if you look at this, everything is just gonna say some kind of random model until you scroll over it, and it's really finicky. So I just go ahead and click search right here and type A320 Neo. But you'll need to know the model of the plane you're flying with for maximum realism. So what we're gonna do is we're doing a short little flight from Little Rock, Arkansas over to Memphis, Tennessee. So what I'm gonna do is right here, I'm gonna go ahead and type in the ICAO codes, which we got Little Rock right here, which is KLIT, Kilo Lima India Tango, yes, and Memphis, which is Kilo Mike Echo Mike. And we're gonna go ahead and click this verify route button, yes, and then this thing does that, and then you can pick how many passengers you want, but I just like to do random. We got 57 coming on our flight today, and naturally we're flying for Delta, and I'm gonna start my passenger sim. We got the Delta plane out here in Little Rock, kind of dead, but that's okay. We're gonna fly out of here anyways. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn on the external power. We're gonna connect to ATC right now and get some ground. Why don't we go ahead and get our IFR clearance? Yes, beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here to the services after getting our clearance, and we're gonna get the jetway connected. Yes, and then this thing's gonna come right over. Now you don't have to do all this, but this is just for the sake of realism right here. So we're gonna get the jetway connected back there. Yes, we're gonna spam this button because it's gonna make an annoying noise. And after we do that, just for the sake of realism, we can go ahead and board our passengers. We're gonna go ahead and remind them to put their seatbelts on and no smoking, because as you know, I have a history of crashing these things. So we don't exactly know what's gonna happen on this flight thing. Now we just wait for the passengers to board. But of course, if you're like us and you don't have enough time, you're ready to get up in the air, just push this beautiful button right here, and yes, they will all start piling in. Listen to these announcements. These are legit. Yes, that's some legitness right there. That is legit right there. But it gets even crazier, because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and disconnect our jetway. Yes, please disconnect that jetway. We don't want it. I said disconnect it. Yes, there we go. Thank you. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get this plane fired up. In order to do pushback, well, not OBS, thank you. OBS, go away, please. In order to get our pushback, the thing we have to do is not use the regular ATC. No, we are going to take our parking brake off first of all, and we're gonna click this little button right here, and we're gonna get a nice pushback. Yes, and then this plane not this plane. This truck right here is going to push us back so we can taxi. And of course, they're making the announcement that we are starting to push back. Hello, Francesca. What happened to Frank? He got fired. Good enough for me. Okay, so we're going to get out onto the taxiway while this Delta announcement plays in the background. Can I turn it up a little bit? I don't know. There's probably some kind of setting somewhere, hopefully. And yes, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We are, in fact, pushing back. Now, something you do have to note is you do have to leave this open right here, and you can just leave it on top with that button right there that says always on top. So we're getting pushed back right now. Francesca, how you feeling? You ready to fly over to Memphis? And this thing is really cool to me because it makes announcements while you're driving just like they do in real life, and it's very beautiful how it's done. So we're going to go ahead and get our pushback stop right here, and we're going to figure out which way we're going. Francesca, do you know which way we're going? I don't even know where we're going. Request taxi IFR. Yes, beautiful. Francesca, how are you feeling? Good. You know what? You know what happened to Frank? You don't know what happened to Frank? Me neither. I'm just kidding. I know what happened to Frank, but we don't talk about that. He died in a plane crash, but you know, it happens. So we're just gonna go ahead and taxi over to our runway. Isn't that right, Francesca? Yeah. Francesca is she is a elite pilot, which is why she's sitting on the right side and not the left side, because I'm the elite pilot today. I have taken over her plane and I'm stealing it. You know what? I didn't turn on any lights. Francesca, how could you let me forget to turn on the lights? I'm just not gonna pay attention to the road and just do all this while we're driving. We got some lights now. How you feel about that? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Yes, we are now taxiing. And I don't know if you're able to hear it on the recording or not, but some announcements are playing for the passengers while we taxi. It's the safety video that always plays when you get on a plane. All my stuff is sliding around. I'm using my controls on an icicle, on an iceberg. This is pretty boring, isn't it? Not using LukeAirTool, but driving on this straightaway, that's pretty boring, isn't it? I agree. It's okay, we're almost there, Francesca. I know it's your first day on the job, but we're almost there. Don't be scared, Francesca. I've done this a million times. Don't worry, I know it's your first day. I know it's your first day flying with me, but, you know, I can do it, okay? I've done this plenty of times. I know exactly what I'm doing, okay, Francesca, so don't freak out. I see you moving your head around as if you're, like, anxious or something. I don't really know, but don't worry, Francesca. I know exactly what I'm doing. I went to Walmart Academy or something. Alright, we're going to Tokyo Drift over here just like this, Francesca. Now, watch this, Francesca. This is a very important thing right here. We're going to have to tune to the Adams Tower and request IFR takeoff. Look at that, Francesca. We got takeoff clearance. Are you ready? Now, don't be scared, okay? Don't get scared. I know what I'm doing. Now, it's going to get a little scary right here, but don't get scared, okay? We're about to Tokyo Drift it out of this airport. So I don't need you screaming or anything like that, okay? You're going to distract me. Okay, here we go. Francesca, are you ready? You got your underwear on or something like that? I hope you got underwear on. That's part of the dress code. Alright, Francesca, don't get scared. We're taking off. It's normal. Yes, the engines are supposed to sound like that, Francesca. Don't yell at me. We're taking off right now. You can yell at me after we take off, but right now I'm taking off. Why is there a car on the... Alright, we're just gonna violently pull it up just like that and go ahead and do all this jazz right here. Look at that, Francesca. Now we're gonna see a whole bunch of nothing. What is this beeping? Francesca, we're going down. Plane is going down. Never mind, Francesca, we got it. We got it taken care of. You can chillax, okay? We got it. But in all seriousness, in the meantime, we got this right here. This is our UI for the LukeAirTool. And in a little bit, it should be making some kind of announcement that we have really cool stuff to sell, like drinks and all that jazz for our passengers. LukeAirTool is really cool because it makes you feel like you are the pilot. You are the pilot. You're listening to the announcements with the passengers. Meanwhile, you're floating out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's really great. It's a beautiful experience, and I recommend it because it's just so beautiful. Look at this. I mean, you got real life names like Linda Vanessa, who's 10 years old, and you got Carrie, but I can't even pronounce that, but you got people on your plane, and their lives matter, okay? And you also get scored. My score is 0 right now, but you know, now we're being asked to climb to 14,000 feet. You got people on your plane. We're overspeeding right now. Why are we overspeeding? So LukeAirTool over here. You got all these different settings, and I got mine set up to where it's all automated. And you got all your passengers right here. They're chilling on this pretty empty plane. I've never been on a plane that was this empty. But this one is empty. I guess not a lot of people vacationing to Memphis around this time or something. I don't know why you'd vacation to Memphis anyways. The seatbelt sign is off now apparently. So we'll go ahead and turn the Wi-Fi on. I bet they'd be happy about that. And yes, again, I don't know if you can hear all this, but now they're making an announcement that we have drinks and they're welcoming everybody on board just like they're supposed to do. So this is all nice and stuff, and we are just gonna chill and wait till we get to Memphis, because there's a lot more sounds that happen there. Alright, so they have just called for us to descend to 11,000 feet, and I'm not gonna lie, I was letting the AI over here, Miss Francesca, she was handling the plane so that I could give you that beautiful underbelly shot of the plane flying. But now we're gonna start descending into Memphis, and in a little bit we'll hear a little announcement from our flight attendants to tell us all about descending into Memphis. Descending to 7,000 feet. You got that, Francesca? Are you learning anything? Even though you pretty much flew the whole plane here, you should be learning about all of this. Not me. I can do this perfectly fine. You're the one who needs to be learning this. But that's besides the point, because this is not about you. This is about LukeAirTool. And as you can see, all our passengers are ready to be vacationing in Memphis. I opened up this nice little meter, whatever you call it. It's opened up right here, showing us all the things that we can do.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't understand either, Siri. I don't even know why you're talking to me. So, anyways, so yes, we got all this information for the airport right here. The visibility is 1 dew point 11. The temperature is 11. So, no one's going swimming, Francesca, at their vacation in Memphis. So, that's cool, I guess. The altimeter is 3018. Uh-oh. There it is. The announcement that we are descending, which we knew about that, but they don't actually announce it until about 10,000 feet. So now that we've hit this 10,000 feet threshold, they are announcing it to the passengers that we are descending and that they need to get their seatbelts on so we can have a nice smooth landing into Memphis. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep us for landing here, you know, do all this stuff, you know, pulling the brakes back and landing gear and, you know, all the basics, you know, because we've hit our decel marker and we need to go ahead and decelerate. Isn't that right, Francesca? Yes, Francesca agrees. By the way, I have completely forgotten to mention, if you like this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you support Luke by getting the LukeAirTool and possibly paying for FlyLat. Not exactly sure how that system works. He tried to explain it to me, but I didn't really understand too much. But that's nothing against him. I'm sure it is a great thing that he has made. Passengers to him is beautiful. I love it. Not sponsored though. Anyways, We are at 7,000 feet, and we are getting ready to land the plane. Isn't that right? Yeah, Francesca agrees. Francesca, do you ever think about it? Kind of feels like we're not even moving. Francesca, right when I said that, they told us to descend because we're close. So I guess that's what we're doing now. Now I already got our ILS programmed in. Yes, look at this. Yes. Now, while it may be a good idea to go ahead and line up with this, Francesca, do you think it's a good idea to go ahead and hit the approach button? I think so too. Yes, yes, we are getting ready to land, Francesca. How does that make you feel? Francesca feels amazing. She is very happy that we're using LukeAirTool right here. As you can see, we are descending into madness on here, and it's really crazy. Can you believe that? Me neither. We're just gonna go ahead and descend all the way down to the earth and see if we die. It's just kind of something that might or might not happen, depending on how we're feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to announce that your seatbelts may come off and you may also smoke in the cabin because YOLO. That was a pretty good bit. That was a pretty good bit, wasn't it? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and contact the tower. Yes, we're going to go ahead and contact the tower because we are about to descend right here. Look at this. We are lining up for the approach right now. Yes, beautiful. We're about to hit this cloud. Francesca, how do you feel? We already know Francesca feels good. She's told us a million times every time we've asked. We're getting ready for the landing, Francesca. I need you to hold on to something because I don't know how this is about to go. The passengers aren't wearing their seatbelts anymore. They're smoking and vaping and all kinds of stuff now. I have no idea how this is gonna go, so I need you to hold on to something because I don't even know if we're gonna live. So I need you to hold on to something. Now, Francesca, don't get confused by the lights. That's just the lights on the plane. You're not going into the light, you know, that's not what's happening here. It's an illusion, okay? So don't get confused about all whatever you're thinking about. I would like to point out that I'm recording this at 10 o'clock p.m. my time, and you can definitely tell because I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm just kind of rambling, and it's probably gonna sound funny, isn't that right, Francesca? Yes. Indeed. Francesca agrees. At this point, I wonder how many times I said Francesca agrees. At this point, we should make a hashtag of it. Isn't that right? Yes. Francesca, we're getting ready to land. Go ahead and pull the flaps. Well, it'd be really nice if I could see the runway, but, you know, that's not gonna happen. There's too many freaking clouds. Alright, Francesca, don't get scared, but I need you to hold on to something. But don't scream or anything like that. You're gonna scare me and I'm gonna crash the plane. And it's not gonna be fun for anybody, so just don't do anything stupid. Alright, Francesca, this is the moment of truth. Alright, Francesca, are you scared? Good, me too. It's raining. Did you know it was supposed to rain today? Man. Francesca, this is the runway right here, so we gotta make sure we do it right. Look at that, Francesca. That's how you do a landing right there. That is how you do a landing. In a little bit, we'll be getting another announcement. And there's the announcement, but the ATC is too loud to hear it. Now, Francesca, that was a beautiful flight, wasn't it? Yes, it was indeed. It was a beautiful flight. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was your first flight, Francesca. Like, your first flight with the Captain Tyler was beautiful, wasn't it? Right, I don't know why more people don't fly with me. I mean, Frank did, and he died while riding with me, but you didn't die, see? We made it perfectly safe. I completely get what you're saying, you know, like, we should turn on the windshield wipers, but I'm not going to. Right, they should absolutely subscribe. They should. You're right, that should be a thing. They should subscribe. I mean, they've made it this far in the video. They should like and subscribe and comment and all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah, I agree. So everybody listen to Francesca and like and subscribe on the video. Make sure to comment and tell me how many times I said Francesca agrees. You might have to go watch the video back for that one, but you know, whatever. So yeah, go like and subscribe and comment how many times I said Francesca agrees and how many times I said yes, just like that. And then join the Discord as well. Isn't that right, Francesca? But we forgot one more step. You may be asking what it is, aren't you? Yes, you're right, Francesca. We forgot to get the passengers off the plane. But we did not connect the jetway, so they're just going to be jumping directly off the plane. So I think for legal reasons, we should tell everybody bye. So say bye to everybody, Francesca. Good job. That is Francesca's way of saying bye. So, bye, Francesca.